Okay, we got the new monorail here. Let's take this thing out of the package and have a look at it. Once we have it out of the package, we have the monorail and 12 of Buzz Bee's long distance.
Mother's Day here with my review of the new updated Buzz Bee Monorail. This is a $15 spring-powered, pump-action, tube magazine-fed blaster. Now this is available through your local Dollar General, and as well as I believe on their website. I'll put a link in the description of the video where you can find your own, or just go check your local Dollar General stores. This is a $15 blaster. Let's keep that, that's 3 5s. Let's keep that in mind as I go about this review. Now, what's included for your $15 is the blaster plus 12 of Buzz Bee's long distance darts. Now, it's 12 because that's enough to fully load this thing twice. It holds 6 in its inline tube magazine until you go to chamber 1, and then you can top it off and have 6 plus 1 for a total of 7. You can have a total capacity of 7 ready to go. Now, as you see, this function is a pump action. How do you load it? Let's take a quick little close-up of it here.
Now, loading the monorail is actually quite unique and very interesting, despite it being extremely easy. You flip open the rear hatch here by simply pulling back and then up. Take your darts, load 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then again flip the hatch down, push it forward until it clicks. Now you're ready to fire, and you can actually see them advance. Now with one in the chamber, you can actually top off. If you fired 3, you could load 3. It just works that way. It's quite nice, inline, and you can get to see them advance right through there. A very interesting mechanism. Now back onto the review.
Now coming back, that is a very innovative loading system, and it basically feeds the darts through on a toothed, it's not really a conveyor belt, but that kind of gives you the idea. It's a toothed function that it pushes the darts forward, and then the teeth retract, and then as you pull back, then they extend again. They push forward, retract, come back, and they keep moving the darts forward until it gets up to here. And here, an arm actually takes and pushes the dart down and forward into the breech. And then as you come forward, the breech scoops it, it hits against the dart tooth, shoves it in the barrel, and it's ready to fire then. Like so. And it does so with actually very good performance. For all that's going on, they did not sacrifice the performance. This thing actually averages just under 75 feet per second. Which, no, that's not compared to top-of-the-line Buzz Bee performance. You know, Buzz Bee now is hitting at 80 feet per second plus, typically. With, like, the Revolution coming stock, I actually own 10 Revolutions at this point, and every one I take out of the package hits in the high 80s to low 90s. That's an incredible pistol. This thing's not quite on that level, but it has a pretty significant plunger tube and a light spring. That can't be understated. It's very light, smooth action. Now, I actually quite like the new color scheme. The green, orange, and dark gray. I think that's a pretty nice color scheme. Buzz Bee's color schemes lately have been very nice compared to years past, where it's a very clean look, like 3 colors compared to like 5 that they used to do. I love the blue and the white, and this one also is, I think that's going to really grow on me. I plan on getting about 5 or 6 of these. These are a fantastic secondary blaster to carry on you, like put in a over-the-shoulder sling and have it ready to pull out and fire. Time to reload. But pop that thing open, and man, it's just fun. If you are in a hurry, you can throw 2 in like this, slam that shut. Now you're going to have to chamber them forward. There you go. You're seeing those things make it home. There goes 1 and 2. So you'll have to cycle it through, but you can do that. And that makes this thing a fantastic blaster for scavenging. And also, the clear panel here, it's just made for aesthetics, really, but there is a function. You can actually tell your ammo count. There is room for 1 dart up here, plus 1 in the chamber. So you could have 2 shots up here hidden, but if you don't see any here, you know you need to start topping back off. Fantastic blaster for arenas, for indoor use, where you're going to reach around and scoop up off the floor, absolutely perfect for that. And again, absolutely perfect as a secondary. Or for those of you who don't want to use magazines, this thing can be absolutely fantastic for those of you who want to run light. Carry a pouch of darts, carry this, and you're going to more than compete with the typical person who wants to run around with a pistol and do the same thing. Because again, it's light enough, this can be used by anybody. And with a stock spring, everybody can prime this. I have a 10-year-old, she actually loves these things. Now, let's get on to a few things to note. This system, while very, very reliable, if you're standing here pumping, it's very reliable. There is a hiccup, and I will note it, and it's not really a design flaw. I don't know how they would be able to incorporate something to fix it without really upping the price. This front arm that actually scoops and pushes the dart down, it does get assisted by gravity. And you're probably going to know where I'm going with this. When you're running, and like say if you prime it like this, like you're around a corner and you prime it and then go around, you will once in a while jam it. I found typically with waffle tips, the flex that's in the tip of the dart, it kind of can snag on the arm and you can end up with a jam. Whether it be like E-kind waffles, Adventure Force waffles, or Minigun style waffles. I have had jams with those, but only with waffle tips. That's something to mention. I don't hold it against the blaster, because with it only occurring with waffle tips, that tells me that is a inherent kind of lack of cohesion between the dart and the blaster. This thing with a solid tip dart, and I don't mean solid tip like FVJs, with Buzz Bee Precise Pros, Buzz Bee Long Distance, Nerf Elites, Nerf AccuStrikes, this thing will run flawlessly. Throw waffle tips in it, start to run around with it, you're going to see a jam once in a while. Even with waffle tips though, if you will consistently prime it, I still get good performance and reliability with that. But I will tell you that, because a lot of people do use waffle tips, especially with Adventure Force waffle tips being available at a great price there in Walmart. They can sometimes jam in this. Blaster's not really designed for them. They're not really designed for this blaster in mind, and those tips have some flex in them that will snag on the lowering arm of this mechanism. That's every time I've seen a jam, that's been what it's from. Outside of that, I literally have nothing to complain about. Performance of this is actually up there around 72 to 75 feet per second, depending on the dart, and I'll showcase a quick round of 6 shots here on the Chronograph.
Let's check out some Chronograph figures using the long distance darts. 74.4. 70. 70.7. We're going to throw that number out. 76.3. 72.7. So slightly above the Nerf Elite average.
Coming back, you'll see that that Chronograph session validates what I say. 72 to 75 is what you're going to get. That's with the Buzz Bee long distance darts that are included, but that's pretty consistent across all darts unless they're really, really bad darts. So above Nerf average performance, good reliability unless you prime it weird or are using, say, E-kind darts are the worst for the jams. Good performance, reliability. It's a very, very unique form and function. The inline tube magazine with an actual mechanism to advance the darts. I mean, Buzz Bee pioneered this for blasters. It's been out now for a few years, and this new version keeps up everything that I expected from the old one, and for $15. And now with it being through Dollar General, you can find these, because these were kind of hard to get your hands on before. So now with better distribution, I don't have a whole lot of bad to say about this. Take in mind what darts you use. Keep in mind you may need to go to more like an AccuStrike style dart. But there's a lot of good about this thing, and there's very little bad. I mean, it's my personal secondary. So I've been using one since it came out back in 2017, and I have loved it ever since. And, I mean, I literally run this along with a modded Buzz Bee Interceptor, or Snipe, as my kind of two back and forths, So one of these has been with me a lot, and I absolutely love it. So that's all I can say. I hope this has helped you. It's a $15 blaster with a very unique function, very smooth action, very smooth. Everybody can use it. Doesn't require magazines. Easy to load, easy to fire, and it's functionally cool. I mean, it's a cool blaster. And if it doesn't bring a smile to your face, I need you to go see some help. And this is Monkey Shake with my review of Buzz Bee's Monorail. New color scheme for 2020. Hope you like this review. Hope you like the blaster. If you do, there will be a link in the description below if I can find one. Otherwise, check your local Dollar Generals. This is Monkey Shake saying thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this.